Tell me something I don't know. You thought I would never find out that you're using my picture. My sister said she was going hiking. This is in our backyard. I just got a DM from Seth Rogen and it just says fart. Tuesdays are cool. No, you didn't. My first stab at making sushi. Any tips? Why is it pre-packaged if you made it? Please let me change usernames. I thought Larry the Cable Guy fan was a good idea in 2009. No players found. How to get exposed 101. I just published Elon Musk's brain coach reveals the secret source for learning faster. I never used this guy. He gave a talk at SpaceX once. AKC recognizes these dogs as not family friendly. No, we don't. This tweet has a community note. This tweet made a false claim, but it's now been corrected. I bought the product, but it's not working properly. This product isn't available yet. Bro, some random girl came into the men's locker room and asked me for my number while I was recording this. Once in school I had a fight. It was 6v1 and guess who won? In the fight my eyes turned blue and when they went back to normal, there were 6 dead bodies on the ground and everyone called me the Reaper. I tried to dye my hair blonde, but this happened. I have prom next week. First PC build, let me know what you think. So you're selling it on eBay or... I love people that lie to your face. Like when you told me you didn't cheat on me. Go away. What an ugly screen interface. I'm glad I'm an Apple user. Yeah, about your statement, Twitter for Android. Half of America is on fire, the other half is frozen. This image speaks volumes. Believe me, it was not my fault. I believe it. When a dog destroys a cushion, they don't use the zipper. Tried to sleep with my wife. Doesn't recommend. I find this highly unlikely as I'm gay, but it made me chuckle. Thanks, Niall. I turned my head because I needed to make sure I would win. I ended up winning, so it's all good. Dude, you didn't win this race. I did. You can literally see me in lane 2 ahead of you by at least 20 yards. My 8-month-old just said her first word, namaste. My main issue with this tweet, Sarah, is that this did not happen. Is not studying for finals and banking on the fact the world is ending in 2 weeks. You are literally 8 feet away from me studying for finals. Still using iPhone 3GS until this day. Your profile picture has a Snapchat filter on it, and the 3GS doesn't support Snapchat, so no, you're not. There is no better way to get in shape than to prepare for a triathlon. I'm that guy and no, I won't tell you that. Babe, what are you doing? Nothing much. I'm really tired. Just going to sleep now, babe. And you? In the club standing behind you. My girlfriend, by the way. Literally, who the hell are you? New video is up. I smuggled myself on a plane to another city and it worked. In a suitcase. Nice try, Adam, but definitely a few inconsistencies with this video. Namely the fact we have footage of you boarding the plane. Today, this girl asked me to take this picture of her. Convo was flowing and I felt like we hit it off, but I was too shy to get her number. I regret it. Help me find her. Twitter, do your thing. This is a picture of me 4 years ago, sir, and my best friend took this. Yeah, because if someone's asking for a photo, they would like for it to be taken on your phone. Sure. We had several extremely attractive women begging to join us. I told them to get bent. The hot tub is for alpha males. The room was expensive, but the view is A+. The view is amazing. What city is this? It's fake. Zoom in. My 4G on iPhone 11 is good enough. 4G goes up to around 100 megabytes a second. Also, it says you're connected to your Wi-Fi in the top right, you donut. We got out of a felony with rock, paper, scissors. I was almost on that bridge at the same time today. I had a doctor's appointment and decided to visit some friends before the appointment. By the time I could see the bridge, I saw it collapse. At 1 in the morning? Right, people say anything. I told my nephew a watermelon was gonna grow in his stomach because he ate some of the seeds, and I kid you not, he looked me straight in the eyes and said, "No, because there's no sunlight, so you're wrong and college has failed you." He's 7. Just ran into Harry Styles at the Tigers game, and he gave me a $100 bill to get him 2 beers, and I took the money and left. I wasn't at the Tigers game. Cool story though. 15 views in 2 billion years. Pack it up, bro. I love sketching EP head portraits. This picture is AI generated. I'm 49 years old and just finished my elementary school education today. What? Time to get a high school diploma. That's crazy because 38 days ago you were 29. A high school dropout living with your parents. If you're going to post lies, at least be consistent. I would like to say this person is a teenager, just bored, like a 14-year-old. Because if a grown adult is doing this, that's concerning. My son John was up there fighting the fire. No, Mum, I was not up there. I was working. Last weekend I went into an Atlanta coffee shop right after Ryan Reynolds had been there. The staff was still so flustered they got my order wrong. But I'm Canadian, so I drank it. Curious if they got his order wrong too. I don't think they got my order wrong because partly I always order a simple black coffee, but mainly because I wasn't in Atlanta. Fancied a pizza, so instead of spending £40 on Domino's, I paid $19 for return flights to Milan on Cheap Flights Club and £8 for the best pizza I've ever had. My uncle in 1978. What the hell? That's not your uncle from 1978. That's a picture of me from last year that you put a filter on, dude. My 4-year-old just said, Daddy, why do people make up things that their children have said for social media? Isn't it just inherently dishonest and indicative of an inability to construct a compelling narrative themselves? Well, that's a lie. Reminiscing on the time someone called me ugly, so I replied with, me? Go, you. Let's ask the audience. I put a picture of her on my story with a poll asking if she was ugly, and 80% said yes. Tell me a story about yourself that sounds like a lie, but is absolutely true. In college, I fell out of my bunk bed and broke both of my legs and one arm. Years later on a date, I made a joke about being clumsy, and the dude told me I couldn't compare to this woman his EMT brother helped once, who fell out of her bunk and broke all the bones. It was me. My dad sat next to Lil Yachty on the plane last night on the way home from Texas. No, he didn't. I've been at home, boy. One of my homegirls painted this of me. Dang, I am so fine. Be great. Your homegirl must be an expert at filtering. I ordered a decaf at Starbucks once, and the whole place practically imploded. Employees were confused. I had to stand off to the side. It took 3 of them 20 minutes before it was finally handed to me. Pardon me for not wanting a caffeine addiction. You're exaggerating so hard right now. Every single Starbucks anywhere has both regular and decaf brewed at all times. Did you actually think anyone was going to believe this? My cousin got married recently, and I think it's safe to say they're pretty photogenic. Your cousin didn't get married recently. This is 2 of my very dear friends, and they got married around 3 or 4 years ago. Stop stealing people's photos for karma. Been there. The tour guide let us swim in the water, and you can actually see the wreckage when you go deep enough in. You can't go down by it simply by swimming. You can, I've done it. It was a bit cold, but quite nice to see. I was bored, so I quickly swam back up after about 10 minutes. I don't think you're referring to the Titanic. Yes, I love lying for no reason too. I have 5 legs. Me seeing a horror movie. Everyone else in the theater. Me. Everyone else in the theater. Why the heck are you laughing? Why are you screaming? This isn't even scary. The girl just got eaten by a shark. I know, it's so fake, isn't it? Oh, I thought it was real. What in the world? They don't kill actors in the process of making movies, duh. I repair phones. A girl came and left her boyfriend's phone for repair. When she went away, I opened the phone and found this inside. Please tell my girlfriend the phone is dead. She wants to check my calls. The money is yours. So you're writing in English but giving rubles. One time I was with my family. I dropped my plate to food and I said, God damn it. Then my mom was like, you can't say that. So I said, fine, Satan bless it. Everyone turned to look at me after I said it. I forgot I was in church. When I found out he cheated on me from his mum, so I bought $30 worth of $1 instant mashed potatoes and sprinkled them in his yard in the night as it rained and watched as his yard became a potato pit. If you ever think you're falling for a small British boy who tells good jokes and has nice hair, stop. It's a trap. You cheated on him. Professional hide-and-seekers versus highly trained FBI. This is not the original video, and they do not credit it either. Their names are not typical names like Mike. They are not professional hide-and-seekers, and those are just police officers, not the FBI. We all love dessert, but which kind? JJ Watt chose ice cream. Fake news. Who in their right mind would choose plain vanilla ice over brownie? Not me, good sir. Not me. Billionaire mindset. Elon Musk once said, I'm sorry I showed you my pee-pee. Here is $250,000. Please don't tell anyone. I just DM'd Taco Bell about delivering. Let's make it happen. 10k retweets is what it takes. This image is fake, and the promotion does not exist. After a week of hard work, I finally have a 6-pack. Skin is off color due to the hard hours I put in daily. It hurts, but it's worth it. Hopefully I can keep it and the color heals up soon. Teach me Photoshop, please. It's not Photoshop, bud. Legit. Was one of the lucky few to be chosen for an early test screening of Spider-Man No Way Home. You guys are not ready for this. As someone who's been to a few of these, specifically for comic book movies, they never let you keep your phone. Even if you did have one, to take it out and take a picture in front of security, everyone signs NDAs. If you openly tweet, they have you on record. My gym trainer said, you already look perfect. Why do you want to waste your money? I, female 17, make $200 an hour at a hedge fund, and my parents don't believe me. Bruh, I showed my parents my bank account that has around 100k at the moment, and they still don't believe me. They be telling me to focus on school. Sure, Red Bull. Do you value your life? Me? No? Red Bull. You're hired. Didn't expect this much likes. You have 10 likes and your comment isn't even edited, bro. He just knew he would get likes. A dog named Bonky from Delhi ran from his house only to poop in front of his owner's ex-girlfriend's house after he heard they are no longer together. Dogs would do this, they just wouldn't understand. They are loyal enough to do this. Many modern things have their origins in the Middle Ages. For instance, just got accepted into Harvard. You win, bro. Look at this cool original post I made. We're closest to 3002 than 2003. Haha, it's 10 a.m. Just got out of bed with leftover makeup on. This guy. For the prettiest girl I'll see today. That's funny, let the thirst begin. If you reverse image search this, the image shows up all over the internet. Scared to death. Someone's trying to break in. Call the police. Someone trying to break in. Oh, need to update my status. Instead of of writing this, calling the police might be a smarter choice. I can't get to the phone. You wrote this via mobile. I stopped listening to you guys back in 2017 when you put on the worst performance I've ever seen. Singer was drunk and out of breath as soon as he started. We haven't played a show since 2013, so I'm not sure what band you saw in 2017. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. shooting pool in 1966. Samuel L. Jackson, who was a freshman at Morehouse College at the time, is in this photo. Okay, I met Dr. King, but not at a pool hall. That's not me. A parking lot in Japan. This was posted 5 years ago as being from Germany. Which country will it be in another 5 years? Every time I wear this hoodie, someone has asked me where I got it and how much they love it. I feel famous when I go out. What, because it says human? My first steps into the Apple Club. What happened to leaving iPhone for a Pixel 4a? My son woke me up out of my sleep crying and said, "Mom, I know you're tired of working trying to make it better for me and my sister. I'll go work for you today." This made me cry. He's only one. I pretended to be deaf in the uni library to avoid a questionnaire. One thing led to another and ended up being in bed with the girl that was asking questions. Had to pretend to be deaf the whole night. Silent Riz. Didn't happen, but I wish it did. Today in Starbucks, when I placed my order, I gave the name Spartacus as a joke. When they called my name to pick up my order, I stood up and yelled, "I am Spartacus!" Everyone turned to look at me. Then an old man sitting in the corner stood up and yelled, "No, I am Spartacus!" Then one by one, everyone in the Starbucks stood up and yelled, "I am Spartacus." Today's gonna be a good day. Down 25 pounds and it only took 2 bottles in 6 weeks. Fake. It's me in the pictures and I lost the weight with diet and exercise. Misleading. These pages continue to steal my photos. John Carpenter would have been 70 years old today. To Rotten Tomatoes. Despite how it appears, I'm actually not dead. Screw cancer. She smiled despite her illness. Like if you think she's beautiful. I don't have cancer, you a-hole. Stop using this image to get likes. Stephanie, I'll report it. Report the page. And Mike, on the other hand, doesn't know. Beautiful. Just got the opposite of a noise complaint. Dear neighbor, I live next door and I would like to discuss your music. 1. Turn it the hell up. I'm not joking. You play good stuff. 2. Tell me what songs you're playing. I need that for my playlist. 3. I'm not being ironic or anything. I've really enjoyed the music you've played since you've moved in. This guy either likes you, he wants to be your friend, or he hates you and he's being sarcastic. I can't tell. The average family uses up to 1.2 billion meters of plastic food wrap a year. 1.2 billion meters would be approximately 3,287,671 meters per day. 136,000 meters per hour. 2,000 meters per minute. I don't think even massive manufacturing companies use that much. Genuine, no lowball offers. Autographed Kurt Cobain Funko Pop, $800. Autographed by who? Kurt Cobain. Do you have a time machine? He's been dead for 25 years. I don't know, he must have signed it before he died. Do you want to buy it? Funko Pops have been around since 98. He died in 94. The average IQ during adulthood is between 95 to 105. When tested at age 5, I tallied 136. Let that sink in before you have the audacity, the shameless, unadulterated gall to call into question my capacity for knowledge or understanding. I really didn't mean to post this, but good morning. It's like a 5-step process to post a picture on Instagram. What do you mean you didn't mean to post it? I've had Tinder for 20 minutes and I've already gotten 2 unsolicited pictures. I thought you couldn't send photos over Tinder. Definitely can. Okay though, Tinder doesn't support picture messaging, but you can send gift messages to your matches. My friend was Xbox friends with Ryan, playing one day on live she was listening to AJR. Ryan asked who she was listening to, and she started info dumping. Literally never owned an Xbox. When I was 9, I accidentally farted in class, and I didn't want anyone to notice, so I acted like I was turning into a werewolf and started howling and pissed on the floor, but my teacher called the ambulance and they sent me to a mental hospital. Why did they let you out? You should not be allowed back into the public. Go back. I want to be with you. Come on, I want to be respectful. Oh my god, that's insane. A homeless guy stole my phone last night, sent you that, then gave me my phone back this morning. Crazy. My phone randomly started taking photos of me while I was drinking coffee. You can see the stages of my confusion. How have you been, Farah? Hi, baby. Don't call me that. I didn't. I was talking to my baby cousin and clicked speech to text by accident and hit send with my elbow while playing with him without realizing. It's a pretty good excuse. 1 star. Ordered a waffle to find a fingernail and a hair on my food. Shocking customer service. Hello, we don't have waffles on the menu. It's not possible that you have experienced this. Breaking. Video game players are urged to play at a reasonable time to avoid putting an extra strain on internet networks during the virus outbreak. Online gaming is the biggest threat to internet bandwidth. No. Video games use around 50 to 75 megabytes an hour. Streaming on Netflix uses 3 gigabytes an hour for HD video. To put that that into perspective, Netflix uses more than 30 times the data that video gaming uses. Our teacher made us write poems in class today. She noticed I wasn't writing anything down and asked why. I just smirked and told her she couldn't handle the dark poetry from my twisted mind. Needless to say, she left me alone after that. We ordered a steak from a restaurant and we got a pound of half-frozen meat. I mean, you're getting more for your money. Thinking about that time my ex wanted to go to couples therapy, so I paid my friend to pose as a therapist and she gaslit him the whole time. I asked my 6-year-old if the new student in his class was a boy or girl. Well, mama, remember there's more than just boys and girls. Some people are both and some aren't boy or a girl. But Ezra is a boy. That kid did not say that. We met a bunch of guys from Harvard yesterday and kept pretending like I've never heard of that school just to annoy them. One of them turned red when I said, Harvard? Is that like a local community college? Hey, it's this person. How are you doing? Hey, where do I know you from? We met during the carnival. Yeah, no we didn't. How did you get my number? Or are you just texting random numbers? That's creepy. If you want to get to know people, get yourself a dating app. I attempted to survive 7 days in an abandoned city. Can't believe places like this exist. The city is not abandoned and was locked to the public for shooting the video. Furthermore, the 7 days were not consecutive as some team members suffered medical problems. Least liked reply gets my old gaming PC. This is a fake giveaway meant to boost engagements by encouraging people to comment on the post. No one will win this PC. 10 years ago on this day in 2014, former SNL cast member Jay Farrow was killed in a tragic car accident. This is news to me, kind of insane to post a lie like this though. This took me a month to finish on my computer from pixel to pixel. Looks amazing, awesome song too. Was worth it, great job. This is the background art for Neverwinter. Quit your BS. So Lucy just found this in her candy? Nice. No way. You had one job. They were all meant to be yellow. A lot of empty space in that box. Almost as if a response was planned to be there. Normalize one-upping men. I once went on a date with a guy who said chemistry was his favorite subject in high school because it was too easy for him. I then proceeded to tell him about my thesis on nanoparticles and Raman spectroscopy. He didn't know I was a licensed chemist. My uncle filmed this in London the other day. Moment half-naked skater plunges into freezing water as ice cracks on Amsterdam Canal. My mother told my grandson, if you're bad, Santa will not give you gifts under the tree. My grandson told her, I don't believe in Santa, I believe in God, and through him all things are possible. He is only 3 but knows the word. Can I get an amen? My mother is out here lying on Facebook. My nephew speaks in Power Ranger quotes. He ain't saying none of this. How many likes can I get for being the most awesome person ever? Contrary to popular belief, my head is not up my own butt. Thanks for the likes, but I was hacked. P.S. 77, you were not hacked, you just wanted to see. Got bitten by a rabid dog and then found out I'm immune. Still didn't protect me from lung failure. No such thing as rabies immune. Stop lying for no reason. You're literally making it up. You get bit and you don't get the shots, you die. Me. You don't deserve her. She deserves a nice guy like me. That won't disrespect her at every turn. Him. What are you gonna do? Be her knight in shining armor? I kneeled down and punched the concrete, blood gushing out my knuckles. I showed him my hand and said, this concrete won't break, but your bones will, you piece of poop, Chad. Have I read this before? I think I have. Jerry from Leeds says everywhere he goes, he is mistaken for Justin Bieber, and it's gotten so bad, even his own mother mistook him for the pop star. He said, I can just be walking down the street and young girls start to scream, and I'm like, baby, baby. At a coffee shop and just had this extremely wholesome and nice interaction with the cashier. Them. Name? Me. Trying to save time. Pretty. Permission to flirt? Yeah, this never happened. Hey journalists, I'm not heated and I'm not upset. I tweeted jokes about red hair while eating a taco. Shame the star Cameron Monaghan? Heated. Who cares? Do best undrafted player for each team. That would be a great video. I agree. I hope that video gets made. Are you schizophrenic? Forgot to switch accounts. Why the hell are you replying to yourself? After 15 years, I flew across the US to meet my best friend for the first time. Thanks, Xbox. This is Jason Momoa and Channing Tatum. Hi, I am a virus. Due to poor technology in my country, I am not able to damage your computer. Please be kind enough to smash your computer with a hammer. Yes, no, cancel. Something applause. Sorry, he deleted the comment. I thought that said applesauce, bruh. No, you didn't. I'm pretty sure they did. You're lying. I know they did. With the amount of stuff I misread, they definitely thought that was applesauce. To the a-hole who keeps doing this to my apartment. If I find you, I'm going to kick your butt. 404, apartment not found. Hey, my boyfriend is the Christian Dior. He is a fashion designer and I'm getting my beauty line in progress. I would love to advertise your produce on a YouTube video. I do tutorials and stuff like that. Thank you. I am also a makeup artist, not a brand. Also, Christian Dior died in 1957. I took a break because it took a long time to draw this. Are you sure? Because that looks a lot like concept art for Assassin's Creed Revelations. Why lie when it's in the age of reverse image search? Bruh, damn. Just found out I'm in a committed relationship with some dude who I guess asked me for a picture once, but apparently he has enough money to buy the entire IGN staff lunch every Friday. So it's going great. Thank you all for your love and support. What does this even mean?